Hey guys, so we're back again and we're going to be making a cherry pie crumble. So let's get going. We got to start with our pie crust. You can have a homemade pie crust. I got a frozen one because I haven't made a pie crust yet before and I didn't want to try it while I was also trying to make a video for you. So, nice frozen one. It's already got the cherry stuff in it because I was testing things. We've got our cherries. I got jarred cherries because this is the first time that I've made a cherry pie, so again I kind of just wanted to go a little easy on myself. Instead of using fresh cherries, these are jarred cherries. They've already been in the syrup, which means they've already got some sweetness. They're dark Morello cherries. Don't use maraschino cherries. You can use any other kind as far as I know. Maraschino cherries won't work. Then we also got raspberries, just to add a little bit of flavor and kind of some texture and a little bit of difference to it, because I like adding different things. So, you start off by putting your cherries and your raspberries in a little pot like this. You want to add a little bit of water. Not even a whole lot, not even enough that you can see it through the fruit, just enough that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan when it starts going. You also want to add about a half a cup of sugar. I'm doing right now. White sugar works for this because really all you're trying to do is make kind of a simple syrup go around the cherries. If any of you guys have made a cobbler, it's the same principle. When you boil the peaches in water and sugar, you end up with peaches in a light, simple syrup. So turn it on medium heat. Get out your wooden spoon and stir so that the water and the sugar and the cherries and the raspberries all kind of mix together and make this nice clumpy, sugary, gooey mess that you're going to love to eat when it's in your pie. If you don't want raspberries in your pie, you can also substitute blueberries. You can put in blackberries. No, don't put in blackberries, I'm sorry. They're too seedy. They wouldn't work out very well. Well, you could, I guess, if you like seeds. And, yeah, you can add all kinds of stuff that are like berry, kind of a mixed berry crumble pie if you want. I'm calling this a crumble pie because most cherry pies are double crust pies. You have the crust on the top and the crust around the bottom. I didn't want to use two crusts. I personally don't like crust that much, so I'm making a crumble instead to go on top of the cherries. So we're going to start with a crumble. We need a bowl. We have a bowl. You need 6 tablespoons of butter or margarine. You need it to be softened, so you have to get a saucepan and melt it just slightly. The other thing you can do is microwave it, but since I have my saucepan right here, I'm just going to do it that way. Too high heat or you'll have burnt butter. That doesn't taste very good. So I think I have conquered the cat of last time. You remember me talking about him in the garden. So far so good. We haven't had any kind of problems with him. So that's happy. The only thing I'm afraid of is that he would pull down the pot. There's like a pot holding the net down on the garden. I'm afraid that he would jump on the net and pull the pot down on himself. But honestly, I kind of think that he deserves that anyway, so if that's what happens, that's what happens. Hopefully not, though, because I really would feel bad. You really don't have to do a lot to these cherries since they've been in a jar. If you're using fresh ones, you're going to have to boil them a little bit longer. You want to boil them long enough that the juice kind of starts coming out of them. You also don't want to melt your butter all the way down, I don't think, because you want when you're making a crumble dough, it's going to end up being kind of a grainy, well, you've seen crumble, I hope, where the flour kind of sticks in little balls and the sugar and everything gets all put together. It's really yummy. So, your butter can be kind of half melted. Go ahead and plop it into your bowl. Shake it out of your saucepan. Leave it on the side of the sink for your husband to clean up later if you've got a husband, like I do. And then you also want brown sugar now for the crumble. It just makes it taste better. Brown sugar's got more flavor than white sugar. It's got kind of a more honey texture and it clumps up nicely. For this crumble, you're going to want 6 tablespoons brown sugar. If you don't have actual measuring tablespoons, you can just use a big spoon like this. Same thing. I mean, this is what a tablespoon is. So